DeathTrap, a thriller in 2 acts. One set, 5 characters, sound construction, good dialogue, laughs in the right places, highly commercial.
Oh, that's wonderful, darling. I'm so happy for you. Oh, for both of us.
Happy. Why on earth happy?
Oh, but it's your assistant, the idea you had in August.
The idea I had in August went the same way the idea I had in June, and the idea I had, whenever it was before that. In the fireplace, up the chimney, and out over Fairfield County, pollutionist was grisly form. No, I received this in the mail. It's the property of one Clifford Anderson. Dear Mr. Bruehl, I hope you don't mind my sending you my play DeathTrap, which I finished retyping at 2 o'clock this morning, since I couldn't have written it without the inspiration of your own work and the guidance and encouragement you gave me last summer. I thought it only fitting that you should be the first person to read it. If you find it one thing as good as any of your own thrillers, I'll consider my time well spent and the fee for the seminar more than adequately recompensed.
Oh, that's nice.
No, it isn't. It's ingratiating. Please excuse the carbon copy. The local Xerox machine is on the fritz, and I couldn't stand the thought of waiting a few days to send my firstborn child off to its spiritual father. Mine italics, his emetics. I hope you'll call or write as soon as you've read and let me know whether you think it's worthy of submitting to, etc. Some of it you and Pikes will. I think I remember. Enormously obese, a glandular condition, 400 pounds. I wonder how he got my address.
The university?
Probably.
Oh, is it really that good?
It
His
can't,
first play?
it can't miss. A gifted director couldn't hurt it. Yet it'll run forever. The stock and the amateur rights will feed and clothe generations of Andersons. It could even be opened up to a movie. Orson Scott, Michael Caine.
Oh, I love him.
Damn thing's perfect.
Well, I should think you could be proud to have a student who could write a saleable play.
For the first time in 11 years of marriage, darling, drop dead.
My goodness.
I'm green with envy. I want to take that mace and beat him about the head with it, bury him in a 400-pound hole, and send it off under my own name to David Merrick or Hal Prince. You know that's the best idea I've had in ages.
Of course.
I mean, what's the point of having a mace if you don't get to use it once in a while?
You'll have a good idea any day now. It'll turn into a better play than that one.
Don't bet on it. Not that you have anything left to bet with.
We're doing very well in that department. Not one creditor at our door.
But for how long? I mean, I've pretty much cleaned you out, haven't I?
We've pretty much cleaned you out, and it's been a joy and a delight every bit of the way. Your next play will just have to be a terrific smash.
Thanks. This is what I need, the easing of the pressure.
Well, why don't you run it by Mary? Maybe you could get some sort of commission on it,
Finder's fee?
if that's what it's called.
Whopping 1%, 1.5%.
Okay, then why don't you produce it? You've been involved in enough productions to know how it's done. Besides, it might be a beneficial change of pace.
Dear, I may be underhanded and devious enough to be a murderer, but not, I think, a Broadway producer. Yeah, one must not overestimate one's talents.
Then collaborate with them. There's room for improvement, isn't there? As good as it is, give it the professional touch, a little reshaping, sharpening.
That is a possibility. I could give you 50-50.
You get top billing.
Reverse alphabetical order, dear boy. It's done all the time.
Because of who you are.
Sidney Four Flops Bruehl.
Sidney, author of the murder game, Bruehl.
I remember the murder games. Wasn't that back in King Arthur's day?
Oh, not that long ago.
18 years, dear. 18 years. Nothing receives like success. Say, that's pretty good. I can use that. There's a has-been actor that says it. Receives ED, right?
Yes. Oh, you see? You've already improved it.
Yes, give it that inimitable Sidney Bruehl flavor. Close in Boston.
Where does he live? Why don't you call him right now?
Milford. You don't like the Mason?
Oh, definitely not. Blood on the carpet. And Helga Tendar would be picking up the psychic vibrations.
From Holland, I doubt it.
Oh, Sidney, what were you smoking Friday when the rest of us were smoking grass? She's taken the McBain cottage for 6 months. Tom Wyman is doing a book with her. He was impersonating her for 15 minutes.
Oh, I thought he was coming out of the closet.
And see what a great murderer you've made. Helga Tendorf moves in right on your doorstep, and you manage not to hear a thing about it.
It does give one pause.
It certainly should. Nan and Tom Wesson had her over for dinner the other week. She told Tom about his back problems and about the money he put into silver and about his father's thing for tall women. And she told Nan that their au pair was going to leave, and she did 2 days later. And she found keys that Nan had lost in 1969. They were under the clothes dryer.
And she's in the McBain cottage.
Just over yonder, picking up our blips on her radar right now.
Well, it seems as Mr. Anderson has got himself a collaborator. Not that I believe in ESP.
Oh, the police in Europe seem to. Well, that's half of the reason she's here. She's resting up from pointing out murderers.
Wait a minute. That one didn't stay all week, and his name was Quincy. Anderson. Oh, God, I wonder if he's the one with the awful stutter.
Easy way to find out.
Yeah. This could be a 3-hour conversation. It's busy. Probably talking to David Merrick. What's for supper?
Salmon?
Again?
Yes. Sidney, could you really kill someone for another successful play?
Darling, of course I would. Just kidding, Miss Indorf.
Mrs. She's divorced.
No wonder who could stay married to a woman with ESP. Oh, don't fix me with that basilisk stare, whatever basilisk happens to be. Wouldn't you like to go into secure the knowledge that you're not going to be seated in the kitchen? You realize what that play is worth to its author in today's market? $2 million. That doesn't count the DeathTrap t-shirts. If that's not sufficient motive for murder, I don't know what is. I wish you hadn't told me about her.